Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Mr. Hicks Podcast. We are here getting it in once again, time and time again. I wanted to come out here and hit you with some of the stuff from the USC and Colorado game. Of course, Coach Prime is just everything interesting in college football right now. A lot of people feel like he shouldn't be and are really mad at the attention the team is getting, but the show, the drama, all the storylines is really why I think that they're so interesting. And that's what it is. I'm like, are they good? They're not nearly as good as the hype is, but the story. This Deion just makes such a great story, and the media is latched on. There's so many famous people at the game. Like Terrell Owens was at the game. I think LeBron was there. I saw Kevin Garnett was there. It's like the energy and the story behind it is why everybody's there. So for you haters that love they're like, we're just gonna go out there and be humble and da 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 da. So he rankles you. The way that he does things does bothers you, and you know what? Kick rocks. He doesn't care, and I don't either. So the final score ended up being 48-41. This game, you do realize that this was a 20-point spread, right? It was a 20-point spread, and they ended up losing by 7 points when they had quite a few miscues in the first half. Like, there was a block punt that was maybe one of the worst. They had one of those like soccer-style kickers, and dude took all day to kick this ball. It got blocked, and USC ended up getting the ball on like the 20. It was I think Shador actually threw an interception this game. He's like his second one of the season. So it was a struggle. They were like riding the struggle bus in the first half. It was 34-14 in the first half, down 20. And I don't know what Deion said to those boys at halftime. I really don't. I think that's the fact that he's such a great speaker and such a great motivator. But I have an idea of what he might have said. I think he might have looked at everybody and said, everybody's getting their shot. If you want to be the starter for this team, I don't care if you're a freshman. I don't care if you're a walk-on. I don't care if you work in the equipment room. You're going to get a chance, and if you show and do your thing, that you're going to be the starter and you're going to contribute to this football team in the second half. What I saw in the first half is absolutely unacceptable. And then, coming out the gate, they had every reason to lay down after that first half, being that Travis Hunter was out. The number one corner, one of the best corners in the country, was out. Right before the game, you find out that Shiloh Sanders is out. So your starting safety and your starting corner are out versus the number one quarterback in the country is going to be the first pick in the draft and the Heisman winner are. And so your defense, which is already not a great defense, is severely depleted. And then what happens? They let Kamani start, and then he comes out the second half, makes some big plays in the secondary. Glad to see that young man is kind of getting things on track. And then, what is that kid's name? Hold on. Miller. One of those, you know what I'm talking about. It has one of them names with a Q in the front, and you gotta like try to sound it out. Got one of them sounded out names. Omarion, there you go. Not Q. Omarion Miller. A true freshman. This young man was literally at the prom like 7 months ago. And this dude, as a freshman, had his first catch of the year. He'd only played 11 plays before this game. In this game, he had 7 receptions for 196 yards and a touchdown. That is 28 yards a reception. A freshman did that. They found a running game. They're one of the worst running games in all of college football. And they found a running game there. They were able to run the ball. Now, some of the play calling at the end of the game, they ran the ball a few times where I felt like they really shouldn't have. Shiloh Sanders, the Suns, I'm sorry. Shador Sanders, let's see, what did he have? Shador Sanders went 30 of 46? Up. Shador Sanders, 30 of 45 with 371 yards and 4 touchdowns. Still going strong. I gotta turn this light up. I'm sorry, y'all. I am really technical difficulties. There we go. So they came out the second half and they held USC. That defense, that very not good defense, holds USC to 14 points in the second half. They score So they go ahead, they scored 27 points in the first half, and they get it close. They were within a touchdown. They scored on that last drive. They just didn't have enough time to close it out. It would have been absolute pandemonium had they ended up pulling off this upset. Really impressed by the comeback. Really, like, nobody expected them to win this game. Nobody except for the people in Boulder that are absolutely drinking the Kool-Aid. I didn't think they would win this game. Honestly, I didn't think it would get close. I thought it would be 2 touchdowns, not 3. I mean, the line of this game it was 20 points. So I thought that they would beat the spread, but so enough so that USC did not cover. But for them to get this close and for it to be within a touchdown, to me, considering some of the miscues they had in the first half, was really impressive to me. The other point that I would like to make, USC's defense is trash. It's trash. It is so trash. Like, USC's D is so bad. If I was a hot girl and I saw USC's D, I would pull my drawers up and walk out the house. It was so garbage. Like, I'm trying to explain to you how bad Colorado's rushing offense is. Colorado's rushing offense is the dead last worst rushing offense in college football. It is 133rd out of 133 D1 football programs. They average 1.91 yards a carry through 4 games. That team ran for 193 yards against this defense today. That is exceptionally garbage. That's not just garbage. That's garbage, trash, and refuse. That's recycling. That is so many different kinds of bad that is absolutely unacceptable on a freshman. You gave up almost 200 yards receiving to a freshman. To somebody you never even heard of before. He only had 11 plays. It was his first catch today. And he had 196 yards. Are you kidding me? USC, you ain't going nowhere. Bro, when you play Oregon, I'm thinking about it. Oregon shut this team out 44-0. And this same team scored 41 points on you. What do you think is going to happen when you play Oregon? What do you think is going to happen when you play Washington? Y'all are trash. And when y'all gave up points to y'all gave up 28 points to Fresno State. And I jumped on y'all then. And people were like, oh no, they were just probably not showing anything. They were probably just rolling. Thought they could roll their helmets out there and win the game. No, some things show up. And with the things like defense shows up all the time. Your offense is not always clicking, but your defense is your defense. I'm sorry. Sometimes there's matchup problems, but you're like, yo, your defense is so horrible. Alex Grinch was a horrible defensive coordinator when he was at Oklahoma. For some reason, Lincoln Riley starts to bring him with, and now the defense is bad in USC. I am a big believer in it. I believe that Alex Grinch has some kind of dirt on Lincoln Riley. I don't know what's going on. If you got naked pictures of him, if he's banging his wife, I don't know. But whatever it is, Alex Grinch has latched on to Lincoln Riley in an absolutely inexplicable way. A way that makes no sense for a dude who's showing you that he was bad at his job at your last place, and then you brought him along with you. And then you've been there 2 years, and he was the defense coordinator last year, and the defense was trash. And then you let him keep his job for the next year, and then now that defense is so trash. Now you got Caleb Williams, a guy that came back, and because Garvin's going to win, could be the second Heisman, be only the second person ever to win 2 Heismans. And you're going to waste that and not have a chance to play for a national championship because your defense is trash, and it's your fault that defense is trash because that coach has been trash. He's showing you and showing you and showing you, and you refuse to believe. Good for you, USC, for you, Colorado. Bad on you for USC. That's my time. I'm out.